What is happening, air signs? This is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. What the hell is going on here? Eight of Pentacles, and then you have the Five of Cups coming out. Eight of Pentacles could suggest that there's a lot of focus on something. There's a lot of, you know, building on something. Like you could be doing something that's involving a lot of concentration, but it could be, I don't know if it's based off of what you've lost or it's encouraged off of something that you realize is not actually gone. Like not all of, I think you guys are working on something because you realize that something is not completely gone. Something is still there. It's like not all is lost. Okay, that's what that's giving me the impression of. Wow, interesting. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in your love lives. Earth signs and air signs got some crazy ass readings. Holy smokes, especially earth signs. I had to actually go back and record and like a last like extra minute, and it's already like, it was already kind of spinning on like I think 17 minutes. Had to go in and say something else because I saw something else in the cards that I thought they needed to hear. So whew, let's see what y'all guys got today. See y'all, what you guys got going on here. Oh my god, is that what we doing? Is that what we doing? Air, oh my god, air signs, air signs. Oh god, that's not actually bad. Oh shit, air signs. Holy whew. Yeah, no doubt. I was like, well, I'm waiting for it. Where's the decision shit? Because yeah, 10 of Cups. Oh snap, I feel like something ended in the past or whatever, but now you have a difficult decision to make. And it's not, again, like I say always, it's not about the decision itself, it's about the execution, walking the talk, doing it. Because you're keeping the balance. You know you don't want to stew the decision, right? It's more of like, you know, holding off. And I feel like for some of you guys, it's a big ass decision that you guys about to make. And it's, okay, wow, all right. Anyway, the heart of your reading is the Seven of Cups. So for some of you guys, this is based off of dreams. This is based off of fantasy. Think there's a lot of options, a lot of things are presented to you, but there's this thing, right? You just don't know which one's going to lead you to, you know, the happy ever after. That don't matter to y'all. That's not a concerning factor whatsoever. As a matter of fact, it's like shit. Great, it gives me more opportunity to decide whatever the hell I want to decide because you have crossing the Empress. Now, for some of you guys, these options may be taking away for some of your creativity a little bit, but I don't think that's necessarily the case. I feel like actually what's going on is that you see these options and you're just like, you're channeling the creativeness in you. I feel like it's not keeping you from creativity at all. Now, I feel like for some of you guys, this fantasy has to do with, or maybe these dreams, these options have a lot to do with one's taking care of themselves, domestic situation, perhaps. Maybe this is like your dream domestic situation playing out, and it's like amazing. I don't think anything's negative right now because of this Chariot that's in your present, which is not a negative card there. Actually, is quite the opposite. It's what am I trying to say? It is victory. Okay. In balancing your head and your heart, taking willpower, taking control. Okay, here's what it is, right? The situation is this, right? You have to make a decision on something. Of course, it's walk and talk, but it's need to take a balance. But the situation, well, you guys are holding keeping the balance, but you're not seeing what you need to see. The situation is about witnessing, right? It's about witnessing, observing, taking a look, seeing what you need to see, so you can make a decision. This is, but you're keeping the balance right now and you're not seeing what's going on, so it's going to impede on you making the decision that you need to make. So far you don't know what decision you're going to go for. You don't know what cups you're going to take, which is kind of hampering your creativity skills because you're not seeing the situation for what you need to see. That's okay though. This is why we're here. This is why I'm here anyway. Venus Archangel helping you with your love life as your love agent. Situation is this, y'all. You may want to just actually take a look at what's going on. And I know it may be seeming too good to be true at first, but really look at it, pay attention to it, and really observe it. Because right now, this is a big situation. You're going to make a decision here that's going to be probably difficult for you to make. And the best thing you want to do is come at it with the most information as much as possible. I just got them telling earth signs about this, right? Because I was thinking, oh my God, there's a situation or there's this decision that they need to make that they may feel like maybe they didn't make it, and that's why the tower comes up in their present. No, they probably have something that happens to them and they didn't see it coming because they were keeping the balance. Because they were making a decision that was creating blindness in some ways. And that's the same thing. You're keeping the balance perhaps is blinding you at the same time. So right now, be alert. Not saying that anything bad is coming around, because you have the Chariot. Something new, something exciting, something great could be coming in. Really, it really does. But you want to be awake for that. You want to be aware. Not really awake, but just aware. You know what I mean? So don't try and avoid stuff so much right now. Or not necessarily avoid, but try not to keep the balance. Just be you in the moment and just be aware. Because right now, the situation with the Seven of Cups is that there's choices, there's opportunities, there's things that are being presented to you right now. And this is going to require you guys to be extremely alert, just to look at the situation clearly and that will help you make the decision you need to make, and it won't block this energy here. The Empress is very receptive, even though she's creative, right? She's nurturing, she's a mother, she's giving, you know, she's a caretaker, but she's also very patient. And I think that this is a situation where you may have to embrace your femininity and just be observant. Now, it's not Emperor, it's not the High Priestess rather. But I think it does help with your creativity here. Now, and especially when it comes to creating something, right? Whatever you're trying to, you know, and I said it's such as creativity, not just like with work or, you know, the arts or anything or crafts, but it has to do with maybe creating a relationship for some of y'all too. Now in the past, you have the Fool. So you guys were starting out brand new, fresh, right behind the ears. You guys were just, you know, living life, being free, doing you. And that's totally cool. I think you guys definitely stepped out and took a risk, took a leap of faith, and you went with it. And that is what's showing victory here. But that victory is opening lots of doors. I feel like that progress, the speed, the momentum that's coming with it has opened doors to these, you know, these decisions, these options, the plethora of options around you. And I feel like at the same time, there's a lot of willpower that you're putting into this as well. And I feel like this willpower is is good, right? As long as you continue to monitor. Now, in your future, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So you become like, either you become more stable, more solid, more than you've ever have been from the very beginning. You see yourself as more of a someone that's ready to settle down, but you might also interact with someone that's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. This also can indicate here that there's just something that you end up committing to. There's something that you know, you have a routine, you have some sort of thing that you're used to doing, but you could become more grounded in some way. Like there's something that grounds you. And the Temperance card and the High Priest, Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, they're very similar. So you may, I don't know if you caretake or whatever. Or if you like, don't, you know, be careful about codependency tendencies. Let me see. Why is the Queen of Pentacles coming up in the future? Ooh, the Page of Swords. Oh, because you make a decision, and that decision perhaps has to do with whatever makes you feel the most stable. Okay. Why? What is this Page of Swords? What is this Page of Swords? The Queen of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Well, this is about committing to something. This is about commitment. Like I said, about creating. This doesn't have to be crafts or projects. This could be relationships, and you may end up committing to something or to someone. Now this could be that you focus back on work. This inspires your work energy or your creativity towards your work. Or inspiration towards work, whatever. But this is looking like this is having to do with where you are stable wise, right? You know, what are you willing to do to stabilize, or not only willing to do, but where you stand regarding your stability. But you also feel more confident, more independent, and I feel like, you know, this truth is your truth, and you walk that path. And I think you may end up continuing to be very independent, solo, all that goodness. Some of you guys may end up committing to somebody. It all depends. But your goal and ambition, your advice, is the Ace of Cups, and it's to come in with an open heart and an open mind, right? To be very open emotionally. Because right now, this is, like I said before, right? You got to love yourself, but you want to come to this and be observant, be aware. Because right now, you just want to have your heart open, and that opening process will be able to help you manifest a relationship, your ideal job, your ideal dream job, if this is something that's regarding work here. Okay, let's take a look here at your messenger of the oracle, or messenger oracle cards. See what y'all get this time around. Oh, this says embrace the dark. Oh, wow, embrace the dark. And embrace the dark pretty much talks about, you know, embracing that side of you that you just kind of don't allow, right? Embracing the side of you that's feminine, because believe it or not, dark feminine energy is dark energy. It's not a bad thing, right? It's death is actually feminine, but considered a male, and life is masculine, but it's a female. Like from what I've heard from Peace Dealer. Okay, and I don't know if you watch him, but he's really good as well. I really suggest you guys watching him as well. You know, just giving him a good watch. He's really into the astrology. He knows what he's talking about, and that's the thing, right? Embracing the dark is very similar to embracing the feminine to me, but only in the sense of that this is talking about your feminine aspects, air signs. And I feel like right here saying to embrace the darkness, what it means is like, you know, just embrace this feeling, embrace how you feel, embrace those emotions, those things that you've been holding back, or the things that may not be that pleasant. You know what I mean? You know, keeping out, not necessarily keeping out any of the other stuff, but embracing the parts of you that you may be trying to hide from others, that you may not be comfortable with sharing with other people right now. You know, period. Okay, Ezra, I'm going to read you the affirmations. It says, you have been taught that all is good or evil, negative or positive. Good gives to raise good, and bad gives to raise to bad. It's interesting. Oh, but it says, it is wrong to have feelings of anger, dislike, or fear, as these emotions are born of our shadow selves. This is exactly what I'm talking about, family. This is like what, as I was saying, like, embrace everything. Embrace the parts of you that you don't agree with. You know what I mean? This is not truth. Everything happens for a reason. Love can give rise to destruction, and hate can inspire acts of genuine love. The lessons offered by our shadow often teaches us the most. Know your shadow self. Love it. Without the darkness, the stars cannot be seen. And that is so true, family. I'm glad I decided to read that. But that is what it's all about. That's exactly what I'm saying. You have to embrace that part of yourself that you don't necessarily agree with, that you feel like you shouldn't, just people don't see, that people that you hide from, you know, the things that you don't want people to know or see. You know, embrace that part of you right now, because this Ace of Cups is talking about the love of you. The aces are ones are you are the one, and until you love thyself, nothing can come through. And I think that's the thing, right? When you love yourself, focus on yourself, focus on your needs, focus on how you feel at all times. It'll make this process so much easier, especially when it comes to making the decision that you feel is a little bit hard to make. And I feel like the only reason why it's so hard to make is because there's some sort of sequence in the past that's, you know, that may have ended. But this is, you know, it's about embracing the new beginning. You've experienced something already, and now it's about, what do you want? What do you feel? where are you coming from with all of this? And it comes from embracing the dark. It's a very interesting card that you get with this message. It's very interesting. But once you embrace this message, I feel like this future situation with the Queen of Pentacles, which is awesome. Your truth about who you are, more stable, more solid, you know, grounded, independent, strong-willed, determined, all of it. You can truly and 100% believe it because you embrace all of you, not parts of you, all of you. But you start by embracing the harsh truth. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. I'm going to go ahead. I already said I'm going to let you go. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Love y'all, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.